Baby, be in love with your fantasies. I can be a star, make us shine so bright. Welcome to my dungeon, this is ecstasy. Let me play the fantasy.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Asia.
And it's your boy, BJ, and we are back like we never left. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, pulling back up, and supporting the channel. Now, we're about to be jumping into a new video today. We're about to be checking out. Now, this one kind of made me a little bit hot when I actually saw it come across my feed in regards to a Duke volleyball player. Racial slurs were hurled at her during a match at BYU. BYU is Brigham Young University. But I definitely wanted to check this out just for the simple fact that, you know, we watch a lot of things.
She was playing the game?
Yeah, we watch a lot of things dealing with like race and things of that nature. So yeah, that's what she's saying. She made allegations saying that some of the BYU fans were hurling racial slurs at her.
Well, I mean, that's possible. There's always dingbats in the crowd.
Absolutely. But at a college game though. Like you get that in professional sports. But I don't hear it as much in college sports. So I really wanted to check this out and kind of like see exactly why.
Yeah, that part of it is a little different. There's always somebody out there just wanting to act up and act a fool, but not at a college game.
Yeah, but that could be super offensive though.
Absolutely. You know? Especially college. Like what?
Exactly. A place where you're supposed to learn and you're supposed to be blossoming as a young adult. Well,
I mean, but not only that, but like at college games, there's people everywhere. So, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, smash the notification bell, hit the, I guess in my head, I'm just like, why would anybody do that? And there's that many people.
You'd be very, very bold to do it. Like I said, I've heard it at a lot of professional sports games, but this right here kind of shocked me when I heard that it was actually at a Duke BYU game.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Now to the Duke University volleyball player demanding answers this morning, saying she was the target of racist taunts during a match in Utah. This morning, she is telling her story, and Janae Norman is here with
taunts.
Racial slurs, taunts, things of that nature.
More on this. Good morning, Janae.
Guys, good morning. So listen, classes started yesterday at Duke. So when I spoke with Rachel Richardson last night, she said she'd shoved the experience in the back of her mind and was focused on school and volleyball. She is a student athlete, but realizes that when people see her, she's a black woman first. And she's hoping the racism she endured on the court can be a teaching moment for folks off the court.
Richardson again. Fires that one.
Yeah.
New fallout this morning from the volleyball court.
Well, at first it was kind of like did I hear that right? Like I didn't really believe it.
Duke sophomore Rachel Richardson says she and her black teammates were targeted with racial slurs and threats during their game against rival BYU over the weekend.
The next time I went back to serve, I was like, okay, yep, I definitely heard that right. I immediately just told one of my most trusted teammates, and I was like, I just heard someone use a racial slur, to address me, essentially.
Richardson taking to Twitter saying the heckling lasted for the entire match, and when it turned to threats, they began to feel unsafe. She says both the officials and BYU coaching staff were made aware of the incident during the game, but failed to take the necessary steps to stop the unacceptable behavior and create a safe environment.
My coaches and my...
Wow.
There's...
At a game?
No, because you could be anywhere. Wow. You could be at a high school game. You could be at the NBA game. Okay, you could be at the Heaven's Gates game, and ain't nobody gonna just sit there and just be like, oh, just let him just do that. And nobody's gonna say anything. Today's age, there's no way. How did they not do anything? Is that what she's saying?
That's what she's saying right now. That's what she's saying. That's what they just said right there.
Come on.
And especially at a college game, if you made them aware of it, a lot of times you're gonna stop the game if it's that bad.
Right.
Racial slurs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's my point. That's why I'm just like, how did they not do anything?
If it was me and I was Rachel, and I felt that was unsafe, I'd have been like, I'm not even finna serve the ball until somebody takes care of what's going on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you do have hecklers, period. You do have hecklers, but I don't know. Keep going.
Unless maybe they were trying to do that as a distraction for her to lose, but did she point him out? Did she see who was doing it? Did she see where it was coming from? Did she acknowledge? Why would you go say something to a player and not the coach?
I think she did though. She said the player and then the coach and then the officiating. Supposedly, yeah.
Okay.
To stop the unacceptable behavior and create a safe environment.
My coaches and my teammates, they responded immediately to the best of their ability, because in that moment I was like, they're doing something on my behalf.
BYU confirming that the fan accused of launching those attacks is not a student and that they are now permanently banned by BYU.
Even if, as they say, it wasn't a student who was doing this, there were students nearby. And so the fact that they didn't know what to do in the moment to call him out or to let him know that's not accepted here, you need to stop. Like, that's not one.
Okay, so other people did hear her or hear whoever was doing it, because that one person they said got banned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then yeah.
Doing this, there were students nearby. And so the fact that they didn't know what to do in the moment to call him out or to let him know that's not accepted here, you need to stop. Like, that's not wanted here. It's a level of ignorance. And so if there's a lack of knowledge on racism and how to deal with it, that's how you have things like this continue to happen.
The next night, the BYU athletic director with strong words for their supporters.
Cheer them on as loud as you can, but do not cross the line where you would hurt or harm anyone in any way.
Richardson has thanked him for his support and says he's been at the forefront of making sure his athletes get the proper education and training to handle any similar encounter effectively. Richardson's father says although she's receiving overwhelming support, there's need for more action and accountability.
So if you're standing in that crowd.
Yeah, I mean, just my take in regards to just like any kind of game. It could be a little league game. It could be a high school game. It could be a college game, a professional game. And I've been to so many games, and it's like that part of the game is just like the most disgusting part. Is like when people feel like they got to go to that point to like hurl, just all kind of like, whether it's like racial slurs or whether it's any kind of other kind of slander. I just feel like that's like the dirty part of sports when you have hecklers, when you have fans. And they want to go to that point to try to humiliate somebody while they're out there on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just foul.
Or make them feel a certain way. You know what I mean?
At the end, it makes them look ridiculous, not the person who they're calling out. You know what I mean? Like, you look like a fool, not me.
Because it's not that serious.
No,
for me,
it's never that serious.
It's never been that serious in regards to like a game. For people to be fighting, to be hurling racial slurs. And I know, like, it gets very competitive and people want to, like, root their team on. They want to try to get their team the best advantage. But especially, like, in regards to, like, college, high school, little league, like there's just no room for this type of behavior for me.
Right. Right.
And someone is doing that next to you. What is progress? Progress is someone saying, hey, stop that.
For Rachel, she calls the incident an opportunity for herself and for others.
I'm not the first person. I'm not the last person. This isn't an isolated incident. It's an opportunity for not just me, but for anyone who has an opinion, anyone who has a voice, to decide that it should be the last time.
So some said that the Duke volleyball team should have protested and stopped playing the match. Rachel says that never even crossed her mind. They were there to play volleyball. That's what they did. And she added that she doesn't believe this one person or even those in the crowd nearby are reflective of BYU's values. So I was really impressed with how she is handling all of it.
A lot of grace.
Amazing.
Yes,
wow.
completely.
All right, thank you so much, Janae.
Yeah. I mean, that's just messed up.
Yeah, and just me just going back to like even professional sports, like I hear it a lot, especially in professional sports, like, a lot of players, especially like in the NBA, they go to like places like Boston, Utah, and I hear it a lot, especially like when you go to like those particular cities. I don't know what it is in regards to just the sports per se, but I hear a lot of that happens there, like in those particular cities, like, and I'm not trying to pinpoint and just target anybody or a particular like fan base, but in the news, when I always hear something in regards to like racial slurs, that type of like slander at a game, it's always at like at a Utah game. It's always at like a Boston game. Like, and don't even get started when you talk about like like the college basketball. Like you will hear it there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dread the day.
Just in the stands.
It's not that serious.
But I like the fact that they continue to keep playing, because you can't let one heckler, especially if it's somebody that's not even representing BYU because they're not a student.
Yeah.
You can't really put that on the university. You just got to put that on the individual at the end of the day for me.
Right. I agree. I agree. Y'all let us know what y'all think about this down in the comment section. You know, should they have stopped the game?
Do you think they should have protested?
I think she just was just kind of just chunking it up, like, you know, she said something. She did the right thing by saying something. She didn't react to it. She just said something about it, and then they carried on.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe it would have just been worse of a situation, not necessarily worse of an outcome, but worse of a situation had they stopped the entire game.
Yeah.
Like,
and then I also read another headline where other individuals were saying, you know, that she was lying about the whole incident too, saying that people, like, no one did, you know, her racial slurs at her.
What?
And they're like, well, how could she have heard a racial slur from this one person out of all these people yelling and things like that?
Oh, you know they find a way now. Come on. When you got people out there screaming, that's just like when we go to track meets and watch our kids and stuff, you hear they got the bells, you hear the mama out there.
Yeah.
You
Number
like,
4. Get him number 4. Get him number 4.
Yeah.
Run, baby, run.
Number 4 need to be taken out the game, coach. You be like, that's somebody's kid. Okay, you can't say that.
But I'm glad that they had the little meeting too before the season started too, to kind of give like the guidelines for like the parents and stuff, kind of like I guess to set like the boundaries and the guidelines in regards to like cheering your kids on and stuff like that.
But I'm saying that
That's
say
good.
That there's somebody out there all the time doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you don't think for a second, like there's one little carry of a voice that somebody will hear through everything because they probably been saying it over and over, and you've honed in on it
At
and
some
you
point.
hear it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good possibility that she heard it, and she just wasn't sure at first, like she said.
Yeah.
And then when she finally heard it, she was like, yeah, I did hear that. That is what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Hey, blessings to her, blessings to everybody that's playing volleyball right now. Hey, y'all, chill out. It's just a game.
Yeah.
But I know how it get though, as far as like the competition.
Yeah, they be all serious.
But you definitely can't cross the line. Please don't cross that line.
Yeah, so y'all let us know what y'all think about this down in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, be sure you give us a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, smash the notification bell, join the family, and if ain't nobody else told you, I love you. And we're going to see y'all in the next video, y'all. Bye, y'all.